Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Chronicles of Sovik. It's been about a week since the last recording, so if you've been catching up on the videos, you haven't missed anything. We're still level 54, about halfway through 54, and I'm still doing a Bastion storyline. So just as a quick reminder, the Path to Ascension, which is the Bastion storyline missions, I am 4 of 7 through that as well. And the next one I need to pick up is directly behind me. So if you watched from the last video and back straight into this one, great, you haven't missed anything. Let's go and speak to Clear and get the storyline progressing. So go in service, the pole march. He is the right hand of the Archon. She truly believes us. We still have a choice. So we'll get the 800 experience of that, as well as the 2 gold. And we need to speak to Calisfane. Your personal assistant. Here in Hero's Rest, we have a beacon that is the fastest way to draw the pole marcher's attention. It has been quite some time since we've used it, and I'm afraid it's fallen into disrepair. I authorise you to receive a steward companion during your stay here in Bastion. I will call for some to convene here. You may select one to aid you. So I need to select a steward to aid us, and then return to Calisfane, and then we'll get the following cast on us, Summon Steward. So let's accept that. Okay, so let's go and find a steward who we think would be quite good. Okay, so we've got Ippa there, who's just lazing around. You would make a fairly good candidate. Zenza, doing a bit of work. Fema, just standing away some food. This one's doing a bit of work as well. Dintos, he's working quite hard. What's this one doing here? Kukus. Let's go for Kukus. He seems to be strutting around a little bit. How close do we need to be? Need snack, helping hand. I need assistance. So we're going to go for Kukus, who's going to help us. Okay, so going to hand this back in to Calisfane.
Yes, mortal.
Whenever you need assistance, your steward will be available to provide many services. So let's get the 3,200 experience for that. And then we've got the personal assistant, so let's try and drag this. We've got 2 we can drag to our toolbars, so let's just put both of these in. Let's put the steward in there, and then this is the Kyrian ability. I've got no space in the regular toolbars for that, so I'll just drop that over there for now. Okay, so next quest, steward at work. Stewards are useful for many reasons. They keep Bastion tidy, fix anything broken, and offer unrivaled companionship and support. Your new steward assistant should be able to repair the beacon. Then you can summon the pole march to Hero's Rest. So use summon steward to fix a beacon of invocation, and then use it to summon pole march Adrestes. Okay, so let's accept that.
I will be watching, mortal. I have other duties
Where's this beacon
to
that
attend
we need to fix?
Your steward can repair the beacon at your request.
Somewhere in the centre here, is it? Let's summon the steward, which is this one here. Quest, I need you to fix a beacon of invocation. I'm on it. Let's follow him along. It's quite a nippy little fellow. Even though he's not taking the most direct routes. Okay, so this is where it is. All done, working good. Okay, so, in fact, I'm guessing I have to click on this. So activate the beacon. Okay, and now let's head to where this quest.
For what purpose do you like the beacon?
Need to hand this in. Which is probably going to be this pole march Adrestes.
You are the ones from the Temple of Purity. Very well.
I don't know where my Void Walker is. Let's bring him back out. Okay, steward at work. Calisfane has vouched for you by allowing usage of the beacon. For that reason, you have my attention. So let's grab the experience from him. On swift wings, our revered Archon has decided to grace you with an audience. It is your duty to present your discoveries to her and follow her wise judgment. She holds audience in Elysian Hold, part of the sprawling spires of Ascension, the home of the Ascended. We shall carry you there, for it is a place of those who can fly. So we need to fly with Adrestes to Elysian Hold, and we get a cloak, which is a 5% upgrade on what we've got at the moment, apparently, due to secondary stats. Let's accept that. I'm ready to go. Okay, so once again in Bastion, we unceremoniously just get wheeked up by our cloak, and that's us getting flown over here. And this is Elysian Hold directly in front of us. So this is where we're kind of going on the mini-map itself, on the main map. Okay, so that's us at Elysian Hold. Let's mount up. Okay, and you can see by the little yellow diamond we need to ascend these stairs over here.
Her memories are
And here we be.
Devils. Your hand has sworn herself to the maw.
On swift wings, the Archon's chambers are just above. I urge you to practice extreme deference while in her presence. So let's grab that Sky Loom cloak, which we get a rare upgrade for. Very nice. Let's equip that before I forget and accidentally sell it. We'll just leave that there. So what item level was that cloak? 104 compared to our 100, which is good. Let's accept this one, which is Chirestia the Thirstborn. I will escort you to hold audience with the Archon. I beseech you to present your information succinctly and directly. Our wise Archon will hear you and make a decision on the best course of action. So the quest objective here is to speak with Adrestes to address the Archon. So let's accept that.
Go in service.
Okay, I'm ready to speak to the Archon.
This is dire news for Symphony. But the Archon has turned a deaf ear to such tidings in the past.
The circumstances have changed. Tell me of these forsworn.
Most have merely lost faith, and may yet be redeemed. But some have fallen so far as to wield the power of the Maw itself.
It is true. This mortal has fought against Ascended who are in service of the jailer.
I think you can just see by looking at these characters and surroundings that Sovik, as an Orc Warlock, is not a natural fit in this environment.
But strike.
Whilst Bastion Zone itself, as I've said before, is, you know, very picturesque, very beautiful, it's not really a good fit for him.
But we must remain vigilant nonetheless. Paragons, return to your temples. Adrestes, monitor the wards. It appears you have a part to play in all of this, mortal. Let us see what comes of it. Go in service.
Okay, even mounted us up again, which is handy. Okay, let's go and get this one handed in. The Archon's grace is upon you, mortal, so we get 3,200 experience again from doing that. The wards of Bastion. Each temple of Bastion is protected by a ward here in Elysian Hold. As long as the wards hold, no malevolent force can launch an assault. It's concerning that the Forsworn were able to attack Purity in such force. Your orders to examine the wards. As long as they hold, Bastion stands strong. So we need to investigate the temple wards in Elysian Hold. So let's accept that one again. Okay. So, having done this before on a couple of characters now, these quest storylines, the tip is to be incredibly careful going up and down these stairs, because if you fall off, you fall down there. Now, you don't die, but you end up just getting flown somewhere else. So, that's not ideal. So just be careful as you sort of wandering around this. So, Ward of Loyalty.
Good. The Temple of Loyalty's
Then
ward is
we
active.
have the
Kyrian,
Ward of Purity.
meditating on their duty to Bastion and the Archon, are safe.
The ward of purity is
Let's mount up again. It's a little bit further down here.
Surely what allowed the Forsworn to invade in such force.
Okay, so we've now got the ward of humility.
Humility's ward stands strong.
We have the ward of wisdom.
However, perhaps it would do the Forsworn service to
And
relearn the lesson.
finally on his side we have the ward
I am
of
quite
courage.
relieved to see the ward of courage holds. Ah, that is quite the relief.
Did that call checked?
Forsworn will triumph over the Archon.
I think I have checked it, and that's why this Uther character has suddenly emerged. Okay, cool. So that's that done.
Quickly, we must alert the pole mark.
So again, just being a little bit careful I don't fall down anything. Looks like we're going to hand this in exactly where we picked a quest up.
You are seeing.
It seems the Forsworn are in our very midst, even in the spire, so we must send aid to the Temple of Courage post haste. So let's complete that one. Imminent danger. The Temple of Courage must not fall. All Kyrian learn to fight in its hallowed halls, not only to protect Bastion, but to ensure their own safety when retrieving souls from across the Vale. Travel there at once. Seek out Fanicus, the Paragon of Courage's loyal hand. So quest objective, seek out Fanicus at Xandria's Vigil. And that's 1,000 experience to just earn that.
Go quickly.
Yes, Polemarch. Archon
Again,
watch
what you
over
don't want
us
to be
all.
doing is kind of jumping over bits and pieces. And falling to your doom, so let's just jump. Maybe we do need to go back up here. Oh, okay, maybe it's this flight path guy we need to speak to.
Purpose is clear.
Okay, I need to go to the Temple of Courage, that sounds like about it.
Our watch continues.
Okay, so on the map, we are now leaving Elysian Hold over here, and it looks like we're coming all the way down here. So pretty much centre of the map, and the Temple of Courage is just down there on the western side.
It seemed that their pact with the Maw was kept secret from him. I wonder, are the other Forsworn also unaware of it?
If that is the case, then perhaps... By the Archon. Clea, look!
Okay, head into another cutscene.
The ward has been sabotaged, as we agreed.
Good. Our allies are eager to strike.
The Kyrian temples will fall, and the Archon's reign shall be ended.
I am glad to see I am not. yet
Okay, so that's our first sign of the Moldraxi.
without warning.
Not quite the honour I'd hope would come, but I welcome your blade by my side. I think we're going to be more than sufficient, me and Helfic, for Voidwalker. Now or never. In a fair fight, our warriors could stand against countless swarms of these Moldraxi. This was no fair fight, outsider. They came without warning, without cause, we were caught unprepared. They must not be allowed to encroach any further. This stops here, so we need to reclaim Xandria's Vigil for 8,200 experience. Okay, I am with you.
My life for the Paragon. You betrayed your ancient oath to Maldraxxus, Lich. Justice will
Okay,
be
so I'm guessing
done.
we're going... No, we're killing these guys. So again, it's been about a week since I've really used this character, so... Just again, through these rotations. Walk a little bit of life. Keep it chopped up still. Okay, got this rock finger here. The last one.
And your kin shall be the
I think that is it.
but not the last.
secure the temple.
Okay, let's just top him up again. We'll dive into the next stage. Okay, so that's the last stage I've done. There's quite a few sort of mobs come at you, but as long as you know you've got other people fighting them at the same time, so you should be all right. We have bought a staging ground, but much remains to be done. So 8,000 for that, which is good. Got another quest here. Rip and Tear. We will show these Moldraxian insurgents a price for their betrayal. The northern grounds have been taken by the House of Constructs, home to Moldrax's most resilient warriors. They have earned no mercy this day, and we will give them none. We will carve them side by side until this sacred ground is cleansed. So we need to slay the House of Construct's forces, again for another 8,000 experience. We also have a quest over here, Mechanicus. Not you, get out of my way. We need to speak to this little guy, the owl guy. Stay scrappy. I can rebuild this Colossus core systems, but a few things beyond repair. Thankfully there were enough Centurions present here. I believe we can improvise. Replacements are in order. I require an Anima Conflux to charge its systems, some Eternity Plating to protect its core, and an Arconic Resonator to make it go boom. I'll take care of the rest quickly now. So we need to recover the Anima Conflux, the Eternity Plating, and the Arconic Resonator. Okay, let's accept that. And then we have another quest. We're not going, I think we're going this way. Another quest over here from Disciple Apollon. Again, not you, get out of the way. Some of our brethren are still in there alive, or many were lost in the initial assault. They seem keen on taking any survivors prisoner. I know not what they intend, but given their mastery of corpses, we must assume the worst. Some may have already been taken to their necropolis above, but others remain in caves on the ground. Free all you can. So we need to save 6 captured Kyrian. Under that, we'll get a 102 trinket, so let's accept that. Okay, so let's push on. Let's put my I'll put a soul stone on him. I'll put a soul stone on me. It looks like we've got quite a bit of fighting. Got the health stones already made. Okay, so let's get involved in this. Again, there's quite a few of us here. There's me, Voidwalker, and Thanatos, so we should be fairly good. So on this one, Rip and Tear, we need to get to 100%. Killing that little guy a second ago, it was 1%. Okay, we probably don't want to be fighting that level 61 guy.
You're my way up the ladder.
Let's move that over around. Level 61 killed him off. Okay, these guys should be right. Drain a bit of life from him. Seems to be what's going. Again, trying to put bolts on. Right, so that's us on 18%. What's this thing over there? Okay, so this is an Anima Conflux. We still need to go and get all the bits and pieces. Let's go and grab these. Who's health flying? Seems to have pulled a massive tank here, which is far from my kill. Summon him again. Just drain a bit of life from himself. plenty of electric ruptures now. Let's just get some of these fired out. Okay. Let's carry on down this way. Hopefully we'll try and stay together this time. Much easier when we're all together and not pulling half the mobs. Grab these ones as well. Again, a little bit of health on them. Okay, so there's a cage here. This is where we free the Ascended. That's the first cage I think we've seen. So let's release him. Let's get this pack over here. And grab some attachments as well. This guy over here, let's grab him. Instant cast Shadow Bolt. Just kill him off before he finished his spell. Okay, Blessed Armour of the Falling. I'm not entirely sure what that does. Let's have a quick look. It doesn't say up here. Oh yeah, absorbing, so basically a shield. Let's release the second one of these Ascended. Let's go and get this big guy. Topped up. Okay, so this is the Archonic Resonator. Again, one of the items we need for the Stay Scrappy quest line.
This is one of Mechanicos'
Okay,
finest
I've got a few
creations. It channels
mobs down here, so let's just get all these evolved. Built up a few ruptures. Let's just use another big guy, Bone War Thrasher. How straightforward that was. Let's release a third of the 6 Ascended. Now it says there's a treasure chest over here, which I can see. So let's go and kill these little ones first. Well, they're finishing him off. I'm going to start in the big guy. Okay, instant cast Shadow Bolt. Let's just kill him ability again. Hold on, it's ready. These guys do have quite a bit of health, but we took him down regardless. Nothing on his corpse. Let's grab his treasure chest. Okay, so we've actually got 4 items from that. 3 greens, as well as a blue. So let's have a quick butcher's what this is. So we've got a Fallen Disciple's Cloak. There's a lot of them on the auction house, so I dare say lots of people have got this already. 15 int, 10 critical strike, I think ours is probably a little bit better. It doesn't come up with any additional secondary stats. We will learn it anyway because we haven't got any parents. So one which we already had was a 6% upgrade, so we'll keep that. I've got the Umbering Gloves of the Aurora. My gloves are better, so that's something I potentially could sell. I have got a Meditator's Blade of the Peerless, which is a level 95 dagger. Potentially I could sell that one as well. I've got a Cloth Waist, which is level 93 compared to my level 100. So I can potentially sell that one as well. I think I've got all the appearance of these ones already, so let's kind of skip past that. Okay, so currently on 87%. I need one more item from Stay Scrappy, which is over in this area, as well as getting 3 more Ascendeds out of cages. Now I see some Alliance players pulled that mob headers, which is fine. Means we can get to this cage and release him fairly easily. Okay, so one over there. And what I could do is just let the Alliance guy run in and try and grab him. Grab all of those. It means we can just get to the cage a little bit easier. And then we've got a cage. In fact, we've got 2 more cages over here. Let's just grab these 2. We still need that the last item for Stay Scrappy, which is just hair. Let's grab this one. Eternity Plating.
Now Thor is truly powerful if his magic penetrated this plating. He will not go down easily.
Okay, that's 5 of 6. So I just need 1 more cage now. And there's one over there. In fact, I need 93%. So let's. And the ruptures stacked up. So that turned out to be a fairly short fight. Got some more of this blessed armor, which will give me a shield boost. And then it's going to release this guy. Okay, it's a 6 of 6. What am I on? 99%. So killing this guy should be more than sufficient. Again, formally ruptures, forms already applied. That's him dealt with.
You speak to the hand.
Okay, rip and tear done. Let's mount up. He's going to get his handed in. We don't need to fight anybody else, so we can just run past all of these.
Time to earn my glory.
Let's grab that. Let's put a hand in the next one. I know I've probably got a few on my tail at the moment.
I am a busy steward. You speak to the Forge Light Pride.
Okay, so that's 2 items to Stay Scrappy. That was fast. Well done indeed. Another 8,000 for that as well. Clear as crystal. This anima conflux is completely drained of anima, just a heavy hunk of metal. Not your fault, of course, not at all, but we need to charge it. The Moldraxi have extractors. Big green crystals, can't miss them. They're using it to drain anima from fallen Kyrian. Very bad. We can use them to charge the conflux, then our Colossus hair will be functional again. So we need to drain necrotic extractors to empower the anima conflux. Let's accept that. And then Fanicus has got another quest called Double Tap. The House of Rituals occupies the southern half of the temple. Unlike the constructs, their key advantage in battle is their endless army of risen fighters. Thankfully, the Arconic Resonator we recovered will take care of that. As we carve our way through their forces, blast their corpses with the Resonator. Its energy will sunder their souls, preventing them from being raised to fight again. So we'll need to use the Arconic Resonator to sunder 12 House of Rituals soldiers' corpses. So let's accept that.
We shall all meet at the
Okay, is that
shattered
everything we
span
need to do?
below, once our work
I think
is
it is. We need to kind of go down in this direction, I believe.
Move in the Colossus.
Skip that first pack. Okay, so it's these guys. Straight away we need to cast Shadow Ball. Okay, so we need to... So we don't need to actually click on the corpse. All we need to do is just be somewhere close by. Grab both of those 2. Again, absolute stack full of ruptures. Click on this quest item, the Arconic Resonator. That's us now up to 3 of 12. So these are these green crystals I need to look at. And when I do that, click on that, that empowers this bit in the middle. So it looks like I need 6 of those. Okay, 2 more times I want to get involved in the fight. Again, short work of those. Actually got some lightless silk from doing that. That's us now up to 6 of 12. Just built up on that one. Put some in the hair as well. Okay, again, use this quest item to stop them rising up again. So we're now on 8 of 12. And this will be the second, I believe, the 6th I need for the Anima Conflux. Okay, let's grab this one as well. Grab that one as well. There's a few quite close by, so let's just grab all of these. Again, use a quest item. Okay, it's 9 of 12. So we've got another green crystal through in this little room through here. Quest item before I forget. Okay, so that's up to 10. I think that's us halfway through the Anima Conflux. We've got one down here. So that'll push us up to 2/3 of the way through. Okay, so 2 more folks and 2 more crystals. Let's hit 3 of these at the same time. Okay, how many of them are actually humanoids? How many of these we can? All of them. Okay, so 12 of 12 of those. Just need 2 more of these green crystals. Here being 1, and there being another. Okay, made short work of those guys as well.
Our forces have gathered at the
Okay, so that's both of those quests done.
I shall meet you there.
Let's go and hand these back in. It says it's over in this direction, so let's wander over this way. Okay, there are some mobs over here. Can we skip around these? Yeah, we come down these steps.
Your forces are already pushed back.
Okay, the Resonator was working at full capacity and our foes are dispatched. Excellent. 8,000 experience for that quest. Mechanicus wanted the Anima quest done. Not fully charged, but close enough. May have to disable a few safety features. That's that one done. Okay. Got another quest down here from Fanicus. The final countdown. If the Necromancer's brood descends upon us fully before the Colossus' charge, we will perish, there is no question. We must keep his attention until Mechanicus' work is complete. He believes that the day is already won, and that we are pawns to be toyed with. We can use his hubris to our advantage to buy precious seconds. May it be enough. So the quest objective here is to delay Amuth, the harvester, until the Colossus is fully charged. We're going to get some shoulder pads of that, which looks to be exactly the same item level I've got at the moment, with the exception of secondary stats. So let's accept that.
You have my attention.
Okay, I am ready.
My life. Call down your beasts. They will perish just like the rest.
Fool! My army is
Who we fighting?
all around you.
That is the question. Oh, it's these little guys. Again, if you've got a character who's got, you know, good AoE ability, or you've got a character like this one who can just put a load of dots on people,
I expected more.
I think it should be fairly straightforward.
We are unending. Piece by piece, you will fall.
Okay, so far so good. On the left.
It is nearly at full power. Just
Actually killing
a
these,
bit
I'm
longer.
almost up to level 55 already.
That is enough. Bonefang's spawn could use a treat.
Okay, Marrowmore seems to be the quest guy. Let's teach this Marrowmore some manners. Again, doesn't seem to have given us any problems at the moment. Use this ability. Okay, and that's him killed.
So bold. Fulfill your destiny.
So now we need to jump into the Centurion. Hit button number 2 for an anima barrage. Okay, that's a blockade cleared.
That is how you take care of business.
That's fairly straightforward.
Gone towards the
Nothing more
Paragon.
complicated than just jumping and pressing number 2. Then back to Fanicus. Okay, so we're definitely going to level up here because I'm only 2,000 short of this. So in terms of health, I'm on 15,900.
Speak to the hand.
And then after completing this, I'm now up to 16,500. So put about 500 health on. Okay, let's take the quests before we have a look, see what we've actually gained from getting up to level 55. A time for courage. I know not what awaits us across the chasm, outsider. By the Archon's grace, I hope that my Paragon yet lives, but I fear the worst. We will face this great unknown together, as we have the rest of Moldrax's horrors. To be Kyrian is to follow the path no matter how dire the circumstances. Whatever happens, know that you have earned my undying respect this day. So I need to confront Armoth the Harvester with Fanicus. So let's accept that.
You have my attention.
Okay, so before we're ready, what did I pick up? So I got these shoulder pads, which are not as good because of the secondary stats. So let's just tuck that way over there. The lightless silk I'll just keep. That I need to keep. What's this one over here? Okay, so I did get an int trinket. 25 int, 33 mastery. This has got critical strike rather than mastery. And I can't remember off the top of my head which one is supposed to be more beneficial for me, critical strike, or I think it is critical strike. But I'll keep this just in case. I'll do a bit more research on what secondary stat is going to be better. What are these ones here? Yeah, that's rubbish. Okay, so before we're ready, let's just get rid of some more junk.
My life for the Paragon.
Do a bit of repair. which we're done. Okay, let's dive in now.
You speak to the hand. By Xandria's spear.
I dare say I'm going to be picked up and hoiked over the 300-yard gap.
The Paragon of Courage was at the heart of the temple when the attack came. If she yet draws breath, we must lend her our aid.
You cannot win this battle, Necromancer. Our courage never falters.
It will take more than courage to save you now.
My Paragon! You do not stand alone!
Ah, just the vessel I require.
The Archon! For Bastion!
With making short work of those risen skeletons.
What are you doing to me? No! No! No!
I have perfected you!
Okay, looks like our mate Thanicus has turned into some three-headed skeleton flying beast creature. Four-headed flying skeleton beast creature. Can happen to any of us. However, it's not going to happen to us, so we're going to finish him off. Again, what I'm doing on this is just going through my rotations, using a few of the cooldowns I won't normally use against him because he's like a mini boss, isn't he? Or a boss. To be honest, he hasn't really been too much problems. Got a couple of punches there we can use. Dots on him. That's him down. Okay, got some ruptured spine creature we can finish off as well. Yeah, make sure work of that. Got a bit of shrouded cloth there.
Death upon them. Ensure they do not interfere.
Okay, so now we need to escape the necrotic wake.
Return to Oribos and inform them of Mount
I think that Temple of Courage is a bit smashed up these days. Okay, so that's that done. Let's go and speak to the disciple and get this handed in. Thanicus is gone, isn't he? I'm afraid so. So let's get our 8,000 experience that we're doing now. We get the achievement progress, a time for courage. Which is 6 of the 7 of the path to ascension.
My blade is always ready.
Follow the path. Maldraxxus must answer for their crimes against Bastion. There shall be justice. Let us go to Oribos and speak with Vital Inara, the honoured voice. We will tell her what has transpired this day. Tell her that the Kyrian will not stand idle against this aggression. Artemede will inform the Archon. My brothers and sisters will surely prepare for war. That must not come to pass. So we need to inform Talinara in Oribos of Maldraxxus' attack on Bastion for 800 experience. Not going to do that quest because it's one of those sort of optional extra quests. So my Hearthstone is set for Heroes Rest. So if I click that, Heroes Rest is this one in the middle, I believe. I should be able to fly straight there. Okay, so the flight master's over in this direction.
You have faced much.
And let's head into Oribos. I think that's it. From my memory serves me correct. once I go and hand in this last bit, that will be the Bastion quest lines done, which is good news. It's one of the 4, obviously, for completing the storylines for all the covenants, which will be pretty good. So the only one we need now is a Land of Strife. So where do we stand in terms of character progression? Currently at level 55, which is, you know, at least half the levels done, plus a little smidge to get up towards level 60, which is good. A lot of that has been down to the fact that I've got a ton of bonus, you know, rested XP as well. Not having gone straight into Shadowlands and smashed on the way through. You know, I'm recording this sort of mid-January, so Shadowlands has been out nearly 2 months by this stage. So, you know, I kept the bonus of arrested XP up, which is pretty good. In terms of gear, the gear seems to be okay. I think all of our gear, with 2 exceptions, is level 100, and I've still got an int trinket. I just need to go and see. I'm pretty sure critical strike is more important to me than mastery, but I will just double check to see which one is the best. Otherwise, I've got another level 100 item, which is a trinket slot. Then the only other thing I haven't got is this ring, but I think critical strike and haste are my 2 main stats, which is fine. Yeah, other than that, I think we're sort of cooking along quite nicely. So the next zone we're going to be diving into is going to be Moldraxxus, which, as I said previously, I believe is probably going to be the most natural fit for Sovik, as he's an orc, as he's horde, as he's a warlock. So I think out of the 4 covenants, I think that one's probably going to be the best for him. But I'll have to run through it, see how it feels like with the other characters. Okay, let's mount up. Now, I believe I need to go downstairs. There's this Talanara over here. So let's unceremoniously jump on the map and speak to her. Moldraxxus has attacked Bastion.
We must not let war ravage this plane and unravel all that we have done.
The Necrolords are masters of warfare. It is true. But they have always used their power to defend the Shadowlands, not attack it. Mortal, you must learn their motives for striking at the Kyrian.
Okay, you can start seeing the seeds of where we're going to go to next, which clearly is going to be Moldraxxus.
Without the might of Moldraxxus on our side, I fear we have little hope of stopping the Banished One.
So let's complete that quest. So 825 experience, but more importantly,
the way to Moldraxxus must
we now get the next quest to take us through to the next zone.
And see it done.
We can't mount up in this room.
At once, honor voice.
We can mount up just here though.
This endeavor is successful. There is still little ammo available.
Okay, a Land of Strife. It's imperative that you identify the cause of the attack on Bastion. We will require your aid to open the gateway. Once the focus is sufficiently powered, we will call upon the gate to Moldraxxus and direct it into position. From there, the fate of this war must rest upon your shoulders. So I need to activate the gate to Moldraxxus. Let's accept that.
Fate guides us.
By clicking on this blue dagger. And that's the flight path to Moldraxxus opened. Let's hand that quest in. The way is open. The eternal battlefields of the Moldraxxus await you. 3,200 experience of that. And there we have it. So A Land of Strife is the 7th part of the 7 stages of the Bastion storyline. That's that ticked off, that's that done. That's, you know, all ready for us to go now into Maldraxxus. So let's accept the quests. If you want peace, Maldraxxus is a land which revels in strife and conflict, but they should also be bound by honour. If their honour has been tossed aside, they may move their forces beyond just Bastion. Take care, danger lies beyond that gate. It is a realm of heroes as well as a realm of villains. So enter Maldraxxus. Let's accept that. Okay, now what I'm not going to do right now is go and speak to this guy, because I don't want to go head straight over to Maldraxxus. So I think for this recording, I'm going to draw a line there. I need to obviously go back to Garrison, sell a few bits and pieces. I have been chipping away with Jewel Crafting, which I'll go into a bit more detail on the next episode. Not a great deal to report though. But that's it. So this recording's been about 50 minutes. Video's been about 50 minutes. Bastion's all done and dusted. Kind of glad to go out of there. It's not a natural fit for Sovik. And then yeah, what to look forward to. Dive into Maldraxxus and seeing what awaits us there. So if you've enjoyed the series, thanks again for watching, and until next time, goodbye.